Alright, what's up YouTube? So this is gonna be a video about the seats, the interior swap on the Cutlass. Right now I'm trying to get the seats mocked up in here. As you can see, well, I got the back seat sitting in here, but they just sitting in there. They not bolted down or anything. What I'm probably gonna do is cut the tabs and stuff off the old seats and weld them onto these seats to try to make it so I can try to bolt them down and stuff. But anyways, this video is going to be about the front seats. So what I had to do in order to get these front seats to fit, on the back side, with the way that the G-body floor pan is made, as it comes to the back, it's at an angle, it's at a slope. And then plus the seats are much wider than the G-body seats. As you can see like those are the studs where you bolt the G-body seats at the factory ones at. And you can kind of see how much wider it is. Like it's farther than that second stud over there. It won't even bolt to that one. That second stud is actually right here where this hole is at. And you can see how far over that this seat is. But anyway, so what I had to do was I got this idea from Nova 2 Nut. I seen him make a video bolting some seats in his Malibu, and he used tubing on the back. And so that's what I got the idea from, because it's going to raise it up, give you just enough room for these seats. And so I think this tubing is probably about like an inch and a half or so wide. The thickness of it is I think it's like 10 gauge. I got this from work. I work at a steel factory, so I just got this out of the scrap bin. And so anyway, so the way that I'm going to do it, you see this tab right here on the Chrysler 300s. On this little mount, it has a hole for these tabs to go down in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use this tab. I'm going to push it up against there, and then I'm going to come back in, and then I'm going to drill a hole down through there, and then into the tubing, and then put me a bolt and a nut. And the way I'm be able to reach it is, sorry about that. The way I'm able to reach is I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna take the tubing back out, and I'm gonna cut me a hole, well not a hole, but maybe like a rectangular right here on the back side, so that way I can be able to access the bolts with a wrench and stuff if I want to, then be able to put this nut on that's gonna hold the seat down. And then I have to get a bigger drill bit to widen out these two holes on top, because these are right above what the nut is at. And so I want to be able to get a socket down in there if I want to, but I don't have a drill bit big enough to widen out these holes big enough for that, because those nuts are size 13, and that's what I need to get to fit it. And it's the same way on this side. Like I say, just got the tubing, drill the holes. I marked my spots where the studs are at. Then I drilled my holes, came out here, set it down, got the seat, set it in there. And like I said, I'm gonna push it all the way up against there. That stud gonna go all the way up against that tubing. And then as you can see, as you can see this going back and forth just fine. Even the back part letting down just fine. Seat's not bolted in, so it's trying to fall back on me. Anyway, let me step back out a little bit, get a outside shot of it. Like I say, none of the seats are bolted down. I just got them sitting in here for right now. It's kind of raining outside right now, so probably finna get to call it a day. As you can see, it's really a tight fit. With this, if I'm trying to use the center console, the original. You see that seat just fell back, but it's really a tight fit. Using this console. But I'm going to make everything work. Also, I'm gonna switch from a column shift to a floor shifter. I'm gonna get rid of that column shift. I don't like it. With me putting this console in here, I said, let me just go and put a floor shift in here, and then I'm gonna do the dash swap too. I'm gonna put the the original, I mean not the original, but the Chrysler 300 dash in here. Get that put in there. Also, as you can see, that these are the original G-body seat belt buckles right here, which you hook your seat belt into. And so let me show you over there on the driver's seat. But as you can see, I got it bolted to, that's what a Chrysler 300 seat belt buckle bolts to right there. All I did was unhook it, I unbolted it, I took the bolt that was holding that one in, and I just stuck it through mine, and I bolted them down in there, so that way I could, cause there was no way I was gonna be able to make that seat belt work. Let me walk across the street right quick to my shop. Let me turn the light on in here right quick. So this is the dash I'm gonna be using. Unfortunately, as you can see, these cats been crawling over. I'm gonna have to clean it up. But this is the Chrysler dash I got. I got everything, the cluster and everything. When I was taking the dash out, I ended up breaking the middle piece right here with a radio bolts in and stuff. But what I think I'm gonna try to do, you know, this is nothing but ABS plastic, and you can weld ABS plastic back together. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And then also what I think I'm gonna have to do, because this dash sits out pretty far, I think what I'm gonna end up having to do is I'm gonna end up having to trim all this off right here, which I kind of don't want to, because this is where the defroster sits at on this dash. And but what I may end up having to do, I may end up having to trim it right here and leaving this little edge right here where these holes at, and finding a way to mount this defroster tubing up under here, so that way hot air still could blow through there and hopefully defrost the window. But I'm gonna eventually get it to go, fit in there and stuff. Also with the gauge cluster, Dakota Digital, everybody knows they specialize in making aftermarket gauges and stuff. And the gauge cluster, I don't have it out here, it's inside the house. But so they also do custom gauge setups. Like if you want them to customize it, you know, one of theirs in a certain way, they'll do that. Or you could send them a gauge cluster and they'll see if they could work with it, if they could try to, you know, make their gauges somehow fit in there or anything. You know, it's kind of expensive. I call and to get, you know, because I want this everything, the gauge cluster to, you know, look the same, the dash and everything look the same. And so they told me just an estimate would, you know, I would have to send the gauge cluster to them, and they would really have to look at it, and then I would have to tell them what all I want done, and then they'll give me a price with everything. But just on the estimate, you know, they told me it's going to be between $1,800 and $2,500, which, man, that's a lot of money. But you know, I'm gonna probably do it though. These are the back seats, the original G-body seats. This is the tab right here. I'm gonna try to take off and weld on to the other seat. This the bottom part right here, and try to bolt it into that hole that'll hold it down. And maybe I probably end up cutting one of these little things, because one of these sits off in like a little hook on the body of the car, and hooks in there and holds the front of the seat down. Probably gonna cut one of these out and weld it on there. Or I may not even do that. I probably, you know, this is just some little cheap little metal, little pipe. And I may just go to the Lowe's or something and buy something around the same size and just kind of cut it and bend it to the shape that I need it, and then do it like that. You know what? I'm sorry, I'll take that back. This is the back part of the seat. Excuse me on that one. This is the back part of the back seat. This is the bottom. Then this is the part that I was talking about that sits off in that little hook though. So that's what I'm working with though, YouTube. Oh yeah, here goes the part right here where the radio bolts in there where I broke it at. Yeah, you see I broke it right up here up top. Like I said, I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe weld that back together. Like I said, it's ABS plastic and you could easily weld that back together. But that's it, YouTube.